You decide to start streaming. You buy a $30 microphone, open your laptop camera, and click Go Live. 0 viewers. Not even your mom is watching. You talk to absolutely no one for 2 hours straight, like a crazy person rehearsing a speech for an empty room. You're invisible. You exist, technically, but so does dark matter, and we can't see that either. The chat box just sits there, gray, silent. You start narrating your own life like a nature documentary, just to fill the air. And here we see the broke gamer, alone, refreshing his own follower count for the 9th time this hour. You keep going anyway, 3 streams a week, then 5. Your chat is just you talking to yourself and one bot that keeps asking you to follow a gambling site. You name the bot, you give it a personality. At this point, it's technically your most loyal viewer. One day, a single viewer shows up. He says nothing. He watches for 4 minutes and leaves. You will think about him for the rest of your life. You replay those 4 minutes in your head at 3 a.m. Who was he? What did he want? Did he enjoy it? You will never know, and somehow that's worse than if he just told you it was bad. Someone saw you, that's it. That's the whole achievement, but it's something. Months pass, you get better, funnier. You learn to talk while doing literally anything else. You now have 12 regular viewers who actually know your name. They make jokes you understand. You have inside references now. You are, against all odds, building a tiny civilization in a chat room. You are famous, in a very, very small country that only exists between 8 and 11 p.m. Then someone in chat says one thing you didn't expect. It's a joke about something you said 2 weeks ago, taken slightly out of context, and somehow it spreads outside your stream entirely. Within a day, strangers on other platforms are calling you that guy without knowing your name. People are arguing about you online. Half of them defend a version of you that doesn't exist. The other half are mad at a joke you don't even remember making. You sit there with the reply box open, a full paragraph typed out, defending yourself to people who were never going to listen. Your finger hovers over send. You delete it instead. You consider quitting. You consider explaining yourself. You do neither, because both options sound exhausting, and somehow doing nothing turns out to be the smartest move you've made all year. It blows over in 4 days. You gained 600 followers from people who showed up just to see what the fuss was about, and decided to stay. You survived your first controversy without even trying to. This will not be the last time, and next time, you'll know exactly what to do. Nothing. Then it happens. A clip of you blows up. 40 seconds of you reacting to literally nothing goes viral for reasons no one, including you, will ever understand. Your follower count starts moving so fast, it looks like a stock chart during a crash, except upward, which is somehow scarier. You didn't ask for this, you were just existing on camera, and the internet decided you were interesting now. Brands start emailing you. Most of them want you to promote an app that helps you sleep, as if irony has officially died. You hit 10,000 followers. You cry a little. You tell yourself you won't change. You already have. You start saying guys instead of chat. You don't know when that happened. Someone points it out, and you deny it on camera while clearly doing it again 30 seconds later. A bigger streamer raids your channel. 10,000 strangers flood your chat in 8 seconds. Your screen turns into a wall of moving text, scrolling faster than anyone could possibly read, your own name buried somewhere inside it. Your servers, your moderators, and your nervous system all collapse simultaneously. You survive it. Somehow, half the new chat thinks you're a bot. The other half is asking where the bigger streamer went, as if you personally hid him somewhere. Then, out of nowhere, the streamer who raided you sends you a message. He invites you onto his stream, live in front of his 400,000 viewers, just to talk. You say yes before your brain finishes processing the question. Then the doubt creeps in. What if you're not actually funny without your own chat backing you up? What if the only reason any of this works is that 12 regulars and a gambling bot were carrying you the whole time? You go on anyway. It goes well. Better than well. People who have never heard your name now have heard your name said by someone they already trust. You feel like a fraud and a genius in the same afternoon, which turns out to just be what success feels like now. After that, it stops being a hobby. A talent agency reaches out. Sponsorship deals start rolling in like a conveyor belt you can't turn off. You're now, professionally, a person who has opinions about energy drinks, sleep apps, and a credit card you've never personally used. Somewhere in the contracts and the calendar invites, you lose something small. You used to decide what you streamed that night based on what sounded fun. Now, there's a schedule, a content calendar. A list of approved talking points for a brand deal sitting in your inbox for a stream that's supposed to just be you talking like it was on day one. You sign everything anyway. You get invited to your first in-person creator event. You meet people you've only seen as tiny rectangles for years. They are taller than expected. This is somehow deeply unsettling. Someone you've known online for 3 years hugs you like your old friends. You technically are. You've just never been in the same room, or the same time zone, or in one case, the same hemisphere. You start getting recognized in public. Someone asks for a photo at a gas station. You say yes. You immediately question every decision that led to this moment. Then, one ordinary Tuesday, mid-sentence, live, in front of thousands of people, you just stop. You forget what you were saying. You forget, for one full second, that you're even streaming. Your chat starts spamming question marks. You laugh it off on camera. Later that night, you can't stop thinking about that second, because for the first time in years, your brain went somewhere with no audience in it, and you didn't recognize the feeling anymore. Right around now, the copies start showing up. A channel with your exact format, your exact thumbnails, a voice that sounds suspiciously like yours if you'd had a cold for 3 weeks. At first, it stings. Then more show up. Then you realize something strange. Every imitator is, technically, proof that what you built actually worked. Nobody copies something that doesn't make money. You stop checking their channels. Mostly. You still check sometimes, late at night, and you will never admit that to anyone. You hit 1 million followers. A literal million. More people know your face than know the name of their own state capital. You stare at the number for a long time, waiting to feel something that matches it. The feeling doesn't show up. You have everything you wanted, and you are also, somehow, the loneliest you've been since the night with 0 viewers, except now 1 million people are watching you be lonely, and somehow none of them can tell. You scroll back, out of nowhere, to that very first stream. The chat log is still there if you dig deep enough. 2 messages total. One from a viewer who watched 4 minutes and vanished forever. One from a bot asking you, politely, to check out a gambling site. You check, almost as a joke. The bot is still active. Still posting the same link in every stream to this day. Out of everyone who showed up that first night, it's the only one who never left. You take a short break. The internet writes 14 theories about why. 3 of them involve aliens. One of them is uncomfortably close to the truth. You come back anyway, because deep down, past the burnout and the brand deals, you remember the empty room. You remember talking to no one. And somehow, impossibly, this is still better than that. So, whatever rank you're at right now, in whatever you're trying to build, that's it. That's the whole video. Somewhere, right now, someone is opening their laptop for the first time, buying a $30 microphone, and clicking Go Live to absolutely nobody. Maybe that's you a year ago. Maybe that's you tonight. If this described your streaming journey a little too accurately, let me know in the comments which rank you're stuck at right now.